And we're live for the Friday Night Strike. And yeah, things, I had to, YouTube's being weird for a live stream right now. It wouldn't let me set the latency. You normally when you set up a YouTube video or a live stream, it'll let you select the stream latency, normal, low latency, or ultra low. I used to do ultra low just so that we can you know have user interaction, but unfortunately tonight that's not working. So we had to just use normal latency, and yeah, that's fun stuff. So, anyways, anyone wants to jump in, go ahead. Remember, we're going to try and keep it PG-13. Whether it happens or not, that's anybody's guess. But you know, we're going to try. So, jump on in, hang out with us, and let's start a conversation. hmm. Eh, bad emails. Bad emails. Yep. So, who's out there? Ha! Thanks for blessing us with your time, Night Strike. Yeah. New York Outcast is out there. So, I haven't said it yet already, but okay, guys, I need you to go to rnldisplays.com if you haven't done so already and go and pick up an awesome AR display stand for your AR-15, your MMP 1522, or your PCC carbine, your pistol caliber carbine with the Glock Max. You can get stands for all those cool guns from rnldisplays.com. Link in the side chat. Yeah. So don't say I haven't been pushing it. So I have. All right. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, my dad had a stroke this morning, still in ER, but all tests look good. He's coming home tonight. Well, it's good well, it's not good that he had a stroke, but it's good he's going to be able to come home. Because sometimes when you get strokes, you're not able to go home right away, and sometimes it's just like, sometimes people have strokes and like they lose like half their body. Like the whole right side just stops working because that's what happened to my great uncle. He had a stroke, and then for the rest of his life, he couldn't use the right side of his body. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Defense Dad says yo and crap. He's probably eating a banana right now. So, New York Outcast says the 3 platforms fit over 100 plus models. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They do. They do. So Ghost Shadow says 4th stroke he has had that we know of since March 2020. Ouch. Ouch, that's not so good. Here. I need to get something to drink. I will be right back. So police yourselves. Give me a minute. Okay. Gotta get my headset on, and then I'm back. So, just had to get a beverage. I was really thirsty. You know how that goes. Sorry about that. I just needed something to drink because, yeah, it's been a long day. So, I'm gonna screen share something real quick. Apparently, one of our friends, I don't know if that'll work. Does that work? Is that showing up? Is that showing up for everyone? Let's see the YouTube side. Wait for that to finish resolving, but yeah. No, doing my chores. Sorry to hear that. Wow, raise hell now that he's gone. Defense dad said, so I saw P11 running down my street being chased by zombies. Ghost Shadow says, I'll be back, need to make some calls. He's like, damn, candy bar at hospital is $250. Yeah, they go up in price now. Yeah. So Scott P79 sent this in. He got one of the JTS AK shotguns from PSA. He said he got it for $229 shipped, and this looks pretty cool. I've been wanting to get one of these or getting the Lynx ones because I don't like the AR style magazine well on them. I don't care if the magazines rattle. Okay, that's why they put those magazine wells on there like that, just so that these magazines don't rattle. But I don't care. I don't mind the rattle. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Again, if you guys got any gun porn, just email it in and we'll go over it. So that's just how it goes. What else is going on? What else is going on? Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard, but CloverTac used to do his newsletter thing, and now he's doing his newsletter again, and I'm getting newsletters, and it's ridiculous. So yeah, newsletters. Who knew? MailChimp. That's what it was. He's using MailChimp. All right. Ooh, guns. Yeah, I'm getting distracted by emails. Sorry. Yep, New York Outcast says P11 ran his ass off. Well, yep, P11 does that. He does that. Again, if anyone wants to jump in, the link is at the top of the chat. Just switch it over to live chat from top chat and jump in. So that's it. That's all I can tell you. Let's see. 300 rounds of 8mm for $249. I mean, if you want 8mm, Turkish 30-06. I may need to go buy some 30-06. Not because it's Turkish, but because it's 30-06 for sale. I mean, I haven't been able to get 30-06 for a while. Perfect for your M1 Garand, 1903, 1917, or other 30-06 rifle, 20-round box. MKE, which is the manufacturer in Turkey. It's Makina v Kimya Industri Kurumu, or MKE for short. Established in 1950, is a reorganization of government-controlled group of factories in Turkey that supply the Turkish armed forces with military products, so it's military surplus. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I know Turkish ammo, and sorry about that, but 30-06, even the Turkish stuff is, Hey, Daniel, you find me M1 Garand specific ammo in stock these days. Okay, do it right now. Stop making jokes. Actually, do something that matters. Or go back to working on your CNC machine. I don't care which. But I've had problems finding 30-06 here in my local area. So if I see 30-06 for sale online at a decent price, then I'll fucking buy it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Rob D sent me a poll. Let's see. Rob D says, "Here, let's share this with everyone, so it's funny, haha." All right, window. Okay, what would you do if Travis P11 was running down your street, half dressed, wearing only one shoe, while getting mobbed by his fan club on his way home from work? Run inside quick and hope he didn't know it was you. Smile as you bust out the airsoft 50 and frag grenades to help him. Turn the garden hose on the mob and call the cops. Laugh as he goes down like a zombie snack. Who's Travis P11? I live under a rock. Wow. 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 Ouch. Who is Travis P11? There you go. That's pretty funny. But yeah, no, I don't have enough money to go and invest in, reloading right now. So I buy ammo. I've had to buy ammo just because I can't afford. I can't afford to pay like $500-600 for just bullets. $500 or $600 for powder and brass casings. I can't afford that. That kind of investment is not for me. So yeah, New York Outcast. I like that one. Who is Travis P11? That's great. Yeah, Guns and Barbecue says I vote for who's Travis P11. There you go. There you go. You know what? I'm gonna go over there and vote for that right now. But there we go. And then my Outcast. There he is. His community tab. All right. Why don't we do this live just so you know I'm actually doing it. All right. Here's the community tab. See it? Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What would you do? Ooh, laugh if he goes down like a zombie snack. Nope, I think I'm choosing this one. Who's Travis P11? I live under a rock. All right. Who's got the best chicken on YouTube? Midnight Range TM, if he ever actually opened his place. Yeah. Guns and Barbecue, if he cooks the correct white meat. Ooh. Gary, it's free. Roll call 219 if you can actually catch one. Knives, but it's probably dipped in chocolate. You know what? I'm going with Knives. Mr. Knives. Don't be this guy. Make sure you catch the Halloween sale at rnldisplays.com. Go to www.rnldisplays.com. There you go. Any more? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. What is that, a Smith Wesson? Yeah, it's an M&P. There you go. Oh, it's blurry, is it? How about now? Why is it blurry? Let's try this again. Window. There. All right. All right. So I'm waiting for it to reload. Hold on a minute. All right, here we go. All the way up at the top. Who is Travis P11? I live under a rock. Knives, but it's probably dipped in chocolate. Don't be this guy. Buy an R&L display stand. And then there is this right here. So check that out. Comes with the green Magnum if you order a big black book. There you go. I will be showing everyone what I got in that package the other day. Once I actually go make a video, I gotta set up the camera, and I will do I'll do an unboxing tomorrow of it, and I'll go and make a video. So if you're a patron, you'll get it, you'll see it. If you're not, you'll have to wait a little while. Sad how that is. That's how I go. All right. Yeah. So if anybody wants to jump in and start a conversation, go ahead. The link is at the top. I think that's the right link. Is that the right link? Yes, that's the right link. Just making sure. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Again, if you got any emails, send me emails. I love emails. So, oh, Guns and Barbecue is doing has been doing things left and right. Even doing left and right. Yeah. We haven't even opened it. It could be empty. It could be empty, and I totally expect Rob to do something like that. So, but it actually feels like something's inside of the box, so it's not empty. So no emails. So, yep. Scott says it's cheap enough that it's a piece of junk. I'll use it for trading stock. Well, there you go. Oh. Yeah, Daniel, I'm afraid of you sending me emails. I've seen your emails. They're not nice. I don't know what your fascination with me in a dress is. I'm just saying. I'm not dress material. Once I do put a blue dress on, though, Savage Sharpshooter needs to know. Anyways. Oh, New York Outcast is saying that there's a rock there. It's only a rock inside. Okay. Quiet rock. Okay. So, has everybody heard about the what's going on with the bump stock ban? Apparently, they were arguing it in court, and the guy they got smacked down in court the other day. That was interesting. All right, I got something for you. We're gonna do a poll real quick because I'm considering getting another shotgun, and I need some help. So So there we go. There's the poll. I'm torn between doing one of those two things. So let me know what you guys think. We'll let that run for a little while. I really wanted an AK style one, but you know, AR one, the air styles are good too. So buy a real shotgun this time. No, I can't afford a real shotgun. Well, Rob, I'll make you a deal. You move down here to South Carolina, and I'll give you one. I told AWAG 1000 that if he moved down here, I'd buy a bayonet for him. I gave him a bayonet. If you look at his latest Instagram picture with him holding his M16 AR build, he's got the bayonet on there. So, um, yeah. So that's what I'm looking at. Either an AR or an AK style. Uh, Now, if you choose neither, then there you go. But that's not gonna, the neither isn't going to affect my decision. It's just that the way the poll is worded, it's would you. So if you wouldn't buy either, then that's your problem. But for me, I'm looking at the AR or the AK. So looking at AR or the AK shotgun. So just the captain says I gave him the banana. Yeah. So I mean, I like both the AR style shotguns and AK style shotguns. It's just, you know, the AKs are a little different. Plus, you know, I'd get one that takes Saga Mags. No, I don't have a Mossberg 500. Nope, I don't have a Mossberg or a Sav or a what is it, Maverick. I don't do Mossberg. I've got a Stevens 67. I've got a Hatfield break open, a single shot. I've got that one I just bought, the G-Force Arms. You know, uh, you know, I'm looking at possibly buying more shotguns because they're more affordable than rifles are right now. So no, I don't want a Mors. I don't want a Mossberg. I'm not paying $400 or $500 for a shotgun. I'm sorry, that's not happening. So I don't. I don't pay those prices. Rob, Rob, you thought that yourself. You came up with that with yourself. We're not related, Rob. At least I don't think so. I don't think you're Italian. Shouldn't you be getting ready for your show, Gary? What are you doing over here? I already got the link for your show, Gary. So go. Yeah, it's not too much. Not for you. For me, it's a little bit much. I'd rather buy a rifle or a handgun with that. Yes. So go, Gary. Fly off into the coop. Start the coop show. Oh, excuse me. What is it? Foul territory. You say it's good, but I hear it's foul. At least that's what the umpire said. Foul ball. Okay, thanks. All right. Well, we'll go for a few minutes longer, and then I guess I'll just kill it at 9 Eastern. Because nobody wants to jump in, and I don't feel like talking by myself for a whole another half hour. So there you go. It's a short strike. I'll go play some games or something. $48.30. There you go. Defense says, I just realized how progressive my gun collection actually is. All of my triggers identify as non-binary. Ooh, ooh, ah. I don't have that problem. Mine are all mil spec or match spec. I don't think I have any drop-in triggers. No, wait. No drop-in triggers. I wanted to get those rare bead triggers, but I didn't. Kind of glad I didn't. I don't want to pay $400 for something and have to turn it over to the ATF because they said, "Oh, it's machine gun." There you go. So, all right. Well, New York Outcast, you do what you got to do. I won't say anything. I'll just cry over this RNL display box, and I guess I'll have to send it back. Defense Dad says I don't own any binary triggers. Yeah, yeah. I don't either. I wanted to get some. Then I decided, probably if they ban my bunt stocks, they'll ban the binaries. You should just get a binary instead of a shotgun. I thought about it. Yeah. I don't know. Everybody's getting 3D printers these days. So I was considering getting another 3D printer, probably like an Ender 3. So, still kind of doing that. So, there's that. Oh, yeah. They'll find you eventually. They'll find you eventually. So, anyways, all right. I think I'm gonna kill it. So we'll see you guys later. As far as the poll says 25% say AK style, 75% says they would get neither. Well, there you go. Uh, I guess that means I get an AK style if I get one. There you go. So, Gary, you just went live. So that's our exit. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys later. What do you mean, wait, don't kill it? Gary's live. Everybody's leaving for Gary. So, why would I keep going? I hate having to talk by myself. So, either somebody jump in here or, I'm leaving. That's it. That's the end of it. There, Daniel says he has $2 super chat. Say here's money. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. And just for you, Daniel.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He was. He really was. But seriously, I don't have anything to talk about right now, and it's just me in here. So if nobody else is going to jump in, I really do want to go somewhere else, do something else. I've got things to do too. Not a lot of things, not great things, but things. So we're at Reddit. Anything in Reddit? I don't really like Reddit. I get that. I don't like it either that much, but I read it occasionally just because there's some funny things. Yeah, nothing. That is supposing Matt is doing something tonight. I don't know if Matt is doing anything tonight. Is Matt doing something tonight? I don't know. Oh, uh oh. We've got the pupper owner himself, Mr. FNH. How's the puppy doing? Do you think you think Baldwin's going to get charged? Well, unfortunately, see here's the bad part with Baldwin. Because he's an avid anti-gunner, he didn't know how to use a gun. He doesn't know how to properly use a firearm or how the ammunition works. And unfortunately, even though they made their own ammunition probably because they couldn't get enough blanks, and even though it may have been an accident because they were shooting a movie, the problem is that it would have been better had he killed the director instead of the director of the photography. If he killed the director of the movie instead, that would have been more ironic. But he wounded him, and that guy's in the hospital. And the photography director, that Helena chick, who, by the way, for a photography director, she wasn't that bad looking. One and two, I'm sad and sorry to hear that she's dead, but she died from that shot. So, unfortunately, either one of two things is going to happen. One, he and the production company settles with her family, and he gets off. Okay. Two, the family decides to press charges on him, and he goes to jail for manslaughter. that's probably what's going to happen, or accidental manslaughter or something, just because, and this is because he's gone on and on and on for most of his life about, about gun control this, gun control that. But the problem is, I don't think he's ever taken a gun safety course or even taken a course on how to properly use a firearm in his entire fucking life. And because he hasn't, this happened. And the problem is, production companies and, movie companies, when they make a film, normally they use a lot of blanks, okay? And they buy blanks in bulk. Yeah, if it gets expensive, and if it gets too expensive, the special effects crew normally has to go and they have to make the ammo the blanks themselves if they can't source them. And unfortunately, I think that's what happened. And 2 regular bullets got in the mix, which happens not often, but it happens every so often. Just look at what happened to Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son. Same situation. They had to make blanks, and a couple real ones got in the mix and killed him. So, it may not be, it may not be the family's choice whether he gets charged or not. It may be. It depends on whether the locality of where they were shooting the film decides that he is a clear and present danger to go and press charges on him or not. And as I said, odds are he's probably going to get a slap on the wrist and he's probably going to get off, and they're probably just going to settle outside of court. If the other option is they press charges on him, and he goes to court, and they throw the book at him. That's what's going to happen. They're saying it was only one shot. From what I hear, it was 2 shots, and one of them got the director, and he survived, but the other one got the photography director, and she didn't survive. And she had a husband and kids, and that's why I'm saying her family might press charges. Mr. FNH, is your microphone working now?
I think it is. Hold on a second.
There you are. I can hear you.
Oh, cool. I just got out of the shooting range. Sorry I'm so late to the show.
How's the pupper?
Oh, so good. I love that little guy.
So the little guy's doing good?
The noise. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very few accidents, although he messes quite a bit in the house, but, for only being 9 weeks old, he's a hell of a pupper.
Yeah, and that almost made me want to go out and get my own pupper like that. They're so cute.
Bro, you should do it. I needed that. It was like a big win for Mr. FNH until, remember the Grinch story when his heart grew 3 times that day? That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I just got back from the shooting range.
Yeah.
You done any shooting recently?
I haven't been able to. I've been busy working on the land lately.
Same here. I've been so busy working. I'm a welder, aluminum MIG welder, and I do factory work, so it's like very monotonous and just, grueling labor, but I digress. So yeah, I had to get to the shooting range tonight and flat off some rounds. So I went and ran some drills. Probably annoyed the hell out of everybody at the range because about every 6 to 10 shots, no matter the distance, I'll pull my paper target back and I'll tape it off with painter's tape so that, I don't want to waste bullets. I want to know where the hell I'm shooting every time.
Right.
And I put maybe like 210 rounds down range in like about an hour.
Daniel says it was 1 shot, and at worst it's manslaughter. They got hit by that same bullet. Ooh! If they got hit by that same bullet, that sucks. But
whoa, that seems like a rare.
Yeah, maybe he was shooting 9mm.
Rare.
Maybe he was shooting. Maybe he was shooting some of those World War II Nazi loads. The ones like in Indiana Jones where it goes through 3 guys.
Knowing that Baldwin, I would give him something like a 25 ACP. That's all I would give him credit for.
I wouldn't even give him that.
Whatever the most thin in caliber any man could think of. That's what
he means the
Baldwin
2mm Calibri.
There you go. It's just a primer and a freaking 2-grain projectile.
Yeah. And yeah, Tony, we were getting to that. Whoever's in charge of props should be responsible for screwing up with the ammunition. Yes, but honestly, anybody involved in making a film, everybody doing any sets or scenes with firearms, everybody involved, including the actors, need to have some sort of firearms training and know whether or not the and double check whether the ammunition they're using is real or fake. And knowing how to differentiate between the two. And this is just my opinion, as I said. But, at worst, Baldwin probably will get manslaughter. At best, he gets off with a slap on the wrist, and, they go after the prop crew instead. But again, he is more privileged than we are, so he might get off. So just keep that in mind. It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood, it's California, and they go after the you and I like we're demons. But when it comes to the more privileged people, like the politicians and the actors, they never go after them hard.
Well, since you were preaching to me, I had to come in here.
I wasn't preaching to you. I was commenting on what Daniel was saying.
You were like, everyone needs firearms training.
No, I was saying if you're making a movie, you need firearms training if you're dealing with firearms.
Yeah, but if you're an actor and someone hands you a prop and you use it, there's no way he's going to be charged with. You know what I mean? It'll just be deemed an accident.
Yeah.
Now the family could sue him for a wrongful death. A civil
Yeah.
suit, but I don't think he's going to be charged with anything.
Yeah, I don't think he will be.
He obviously didn't mean to kill her. He had no malice. There's nothing, you know what I mean? Even in
yeah. So, but that's just what's going to happen.
Yep.
Either he gets charged with manslaughter, or they don't do anything. And I'm more inclined to believe they don't do anything because he's part of the privileged class.
Yeah, and he's an anti-gunner.
And he's
it's obviously an accident. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's an accident, But it's not like how an accident like happened like in the movie The Crow,
and Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, died because of that accident. It's just it's one of those simple things. Happens all the time.
Wasn't it a blank or something? What killed? It wasn't an actual. Was it an actual round that killed?
Yeah, same situation.
What happened?
That's the amazing part.
What happened is that we're cutting corners, and this guy was making dummy rounds. So he was popping themselves. So he was making dummy rounds, and the thing is that there was one primer cap that was not hit, and what they call it when he put the bullet back on, and he was checking the gun, and he was like, clicking, like pulling the trigger, cycling the rounds and stuff, because it was a revolver, and he heard a pop, and I was like, what the hell? So he looks and he goes, well, all the caps should be all the primer caps should be STRYKE. So what the heck, But he never looked at the barrel, and the barrel. What happened was that primer cap was enough to shoot out the bullet, but it got lodged in the barrel.
Yeah,
and
if it was Tony, if it was somebody else entirely, we would get charged for manslaughter or first-degree murder.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can't prove first-degree murder. What are you talking about? You couldn't prove first-degree murder. Not on a movie set where he's making a movie. What kind of? You have to prove some kind of malice or some kind of intent for first-degree murder.
It's the courts. They don't care about malice. They'll just come up with one.
No. Come on now.
They'll sway the jury.
No. Be realistic, okay? I know you're trying to create entertainment, but that's just silly.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get first-degree murder charges.
No, he's not. I'm saying if it was us that did it, we would.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about when it's like people that have like.
If it's like a politician, or if it's somebody rich well,
Yeah.
a rich billionaire, or
Somebody who's in a
or
position.
a famous
I think you're
actor.
creating a situation that doesn't exist.
They get off all the time. But if it was somebody normal, they'd throw the book at them,
Yeah.
whether it's an accident or not.
Well, they do get off all the time because it's like Hunter Biden. If that was you that had put a fucking gun in the bin and it was pulled out by someone, and like that crackhead or whatever that found it, that would be you that would be in court getting shafted over that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Mhm.
and not the Secret Service covering it up and taking the gun away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's why you know when you see movies now or TV shows and you see like, wow, these guys are acting like they're shooting guns because it's CGI fire, you know, coming out of the barrel. You know, and I think that's why some people prefer that safety than to have, you know, actual prop gun, you know, shooting blanks. Because, you know, if you're acting like you're shooting an AK-47 and they just put in the muzzle flash and the rounds being spent, you know, shooting out, you know, ejecting, you know, hey, it's safety, you know, it may look cheesy, but at least nobody gets hurt, you know, or like maybe for insurance purposes, they have to do that. Who knows? But, but you know, it happens. I mean, shit, I remember there was a movie that I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was, God, what's the guy that played Lex Luthor in Superman? What's his name?
Oh, Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman. There you go, Gene Hackman. He had made a movie somewhere like in Mexico or South America, and I remember they said that he did not trust some of the actor, you know, not the actors, but the guys behind the, you know, the scenes, you know, the stand-ins, you know, stuff. They had rifles, you know, stuff. So he didn't trust them. So he would check on them to see if they had blanks or they had real ammo. And there were some guys that had real ammo, and he would say, no, you can't be doing that, you know. And for safety reasons, he didn't trust them. So he would go check, you know, and stuff like that. And you know, like some people, you know, the prop guy at least supposed to have like some kind of instruction to the actors and crew, like this is how you handle the gun. You don't do this. You don't put your finger on the trigger and stuff. But I don't know what happened with Baldwin. I mean, we'll find out later. You know what's going to happen.
We either will find out or we won't find out. Nothing will come of it.
Yeah, that's true. So hopefully we'll find out what's going on. You know, because you know how sometimes when people do scenes, they go woo. You know, they start twirling the gun. You know, in their hand like the old West. You know, Wild Wild West and stuff like that. Sometimes actors do that. You know, when they're messing around. I don't condone it.
No,
you know,
what I read was that he was doing a scene where he was, you know, shooting at someone, so he's pointing the gun at the camera, and so she's the cinematographer. She got killed because the bullet went through the camera, and the director's standing nearby because he's the director.
That's just crazy, man.
Well, from what I heard, the director got injured, and then the photography director is the one who got killed.
She's a cinematographer. She was behind the camera, so that's how she got. The bullet probably went through her and hit him, or got, you know, something like that. You know, I'm imagining.
I wouldn't put it past it if that's what happened, but it's
just terrible.
Boy. It's a terrible situation, especially for a family.
Yeah.
You know, and that's who I'm saddened for her family.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Because, you know, if they'd done things right, if they inspected things properly, this wouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna tell you, if I was an actor, I would inspect the guns that I was using.
You know, if I was an actor, I'd open up the gun, and inspect the ammunition I'm using because I don't want to hurt someone.
You know, it's a revolver. It's pretty easy to check to see if there's a slug in the round. Yeah.
Right.
Because you know it could be tedious, always having to check, but at the end of the day, at least you're safe.
Right.
You know, and no one gets hurt.
Exactly. So, I just, you know, it's. I don't like the situation. It's an awful situation. It shouldn't have happened, but I'm not surprised because I don't know if they even took any. If if they even did any firearm safety before they started filming. And
Yeah, it's true, right? Because I heard they said they were cutting corners.
odds are, well, apparently they were filming the movie in Santa Fe, New Mexico, not California.
Yeah, it sounds like it was being done on like a low budget, so they're trying to cut corners and save money. And that's that's why Brandon Lee got killed, because they were trying to cut corners and save money.
Yeah, they did. I remember.
They'd use those dummy rounds for a close up, and then they should have been taken. If it was like a proper armor or whatever, he would have taken those dummy rounds away.
Well, and see, in that case, the producer would have more liability than Baldwin would.
Yeah.
So
that's all I'm saying. I don't think he's going to be charged. If anybody's going to be charged,
Baldwin is part of producing this movie as well. He's not just acting in it. He's apparently.
He's the producer also.
Well, he's something to do with it. Yeah, like joint producer or whatever, like Daniel Craig was on James Bond. You know. So we'll see what happens. I don't think anything.
I have no sympathy for Baldwin either, Daniel. But the point is, I feel bad for that woman's family because they lost her due to negligence.
You know, in cases like this, you have to put aside your personal thoughts about a person. You can't just make a decision or form an opinion on whether it was manslaughter or murder based on your dislike of a person. You have to look at the situation.
But you also have to look at the law and how the law would apply to this too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel about the person. The problem is, will the law charge him or not? That's the real issue.
I was talking about Daniel's feelings against. I'm talking about your personal feelings against people. You know, you have to kind of set those aside if you're trying to seriously analyze the situation. We're not the law. We're not law enforcement. We're not the ones that's going to press charges or not. We're just the peanut gallery, and we form our own opinions.
Yeah.
So
I get you.
I'm just saying, while the peanut gallery is forming their opinion, at least use some objective thinking. Well,
So I hope
there's not going to be murder one charges.
No, probably not.
That would mean that they had to, hire her for the movie and plan to kill her, or something like. Become mad at her during the movie and say, "I'm going to take you out with this prop."
Uh-oh.
In a lighter note, I'd say 15% by switching to Geico and my car insurance.
Did you really, or are you?
Richard got his internet back.
Joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was back. Broken quite well. That was.
Yeah, your internet's back.
I had two faults. Nothing to do with the house or whatever. It was one was out in the road.
Yeah, we can hear you.
And the one was 500 yards down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's all back and mended now.
So the new pupper is good. FNH. You there? He's not there. All right.
Oh, sorry, my
He's muted.
cut out. What did it say there?
The new puppy's doing good.
Am I muted?
No, I hear you. I hear you.
We hear you.
So good. Yeah, I'm
I'm
not home yet, and my wife is complaining that I'm not home with the puppy yet.
I want it now. Where are you?
Where is he? We need him here.
Oh no,
like
I've been away all day, and she's like, you haven't spent any time with the puppy.
Yeah.
I got an ear chewing for not being home soon enough.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cute puppy.
Went to Wendy's.
You went to Wendy's?
I just want to let everybody know: never order the bacon double stack at Wendy's. This is probably the worst sandwich I've had at least today, if not this week.
How bad was it? I mean, what's bad about it?
It's got like raw. They put raw onion on it. Who the hell eats raw onions on there?
Yeah.
Double.
That's weird. Usually they
What's a raw onion? Aren't they all raw?
For people that don't know, this is Mr. FNH's new puppy.
Oh, let me see.
Look at that little guy. Look at that little guy.
Cool.
And he
I
killed
thought you were going to say raw meat. That would have been bad.
Yeah, I
No,
fell in love
no.
immediately.
Look at that.
Well, there are some
Oh, God.
places that they'll cut the onions, you know, they'll
Real quick.
dice them, and they'll put them in the burger, or they'll just cut them in rings. But
Yeah.
some places will heat them up a little, at least, you know.
Yeah, they do that here. They either put them in raw, they fry them, or what I like doing is I just buy onion rings and then I put them in myself.
Yeah, see, that sounds good. If it's been cooked, fried, baked, anything, but this is just a raw onion.
Yeah,
What
Well,
the hell
if
does
you're going to eat them,
Yeah.
raw, get Vidalia onions. If you want to eat them,
Yeah,
raw
exactly.
like that.
I
You want
don't
everything.
I don't like raw onions on anything.
Not
I don't like.
terrible.
I hate onions on burgers, honestly.
Oh, the right kind
Unless-
of onions. The right kind of onion is good.
Unless they've been seared, in a pan and put on the burger, or unless they're like fried onions on a burger, then
Yeah.
I'll eat them. But if they're just raw onion, where they just cut up a raw onion and put it on a burger, like they do with the Whoppers at Burger King, I don't like that.
Go to the
I don't like
store.
that.
Go to the store, get a Vidalia onion, and cut it up and put it on your burger, and you'll love it.
Yeah, I know.
Don't even cook it. Don't even cook it.
I'm not really a fan of onions. My grandfather wasn't a fan of onions.
You gotta have. Looks like a sweeter onion. Vidalia is good. It's good for.
Yeah,
I know it's a sweet onion. I know my onions. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
you
when
don't
I
act
used to
like
eat
you
onions
do.
in the past, it used to bloat me, man. So I hate unless I had them cooked. And now I can pretty much eat onions now, as long as I don't go overboard,
I just want to apologize for completely derailing your chat on onions.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's
It's
the
okay. It's okay.
That's the best
onion
conversation we've
chat.
had tonight.
Welcome to the onion chat on the
There you
Friday Night
We
Strike.
went from Alec Baldwin to onions like that.
go.
Onion
right
strike.
there. How do you like your onions on your burger, Daniel? Tell us about it.
Salty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Salty.
No, but you know how hot and cold things go together well.
Here's something unique.
If you got your burger really crispy, right, and you put some cold, you know how hot and cold things go. It's like the cheese. You got to put it on there cold. You can't let it get all mushy. Right? You get your burger really hot, and then you put your cold onion and cheese on there, and then eat it like that. It's really good.
Yeah. Just stir.
I have a unique story for you. I'm on the range. I'm shooting, and I hear, "Excuse me, sir." I look around. The gentleman's approaching me. He says, "Do you have any experience with a gauge?" "What kind of gauge?" "Yeah, I got a gauge over here. You got any experience with a gauge?" "What kind
12
of gauge are you
gauge?
talking about?" "Here, I'll show you." He shows me his gauge. It's a 12 gauge bullpup, and he's telling me he just got it. He's never shot it before. Wants to know about loading it, and now he's got a he pulls out like a 25 round drum magazine for it, like a Sega mag.
Whoa.
I don't even know, I don't know anything about bullpup shotguns. I don't have one. Okay, but next thing I know, he's asking me for help to load it and go through it and like basically train him and his lady up. And I had to pretty quickly pivot and say, "Hey, look, man, I got pump guns, I got auto loaders. I don't have any bullpups." I recommended the gun store employee, who's the RSO as well. Next thing you know, the RSO is out there, and I've got the Walker Electric Ear Pro, and I forgot about them. I had turned those up when me and the gentleman were talking about the gauge. Well, next thing I know, I overhear the RSO telling him, "Yeah, it would really help if you had some sights on here." You know what I'm saying? He had like an unvetted gun. He didn't know how to load, and he didn't have any sights on the gun. And so eventually they were like, "Well, we could shoot it at 3 yards." And so they're just like literally like blasting paper in front of them to. I mean, it was cool. At least they got some amount of shooting in.
I
But
was gonna say if you had 9 shot in there, you wouldn't need it.
Was his name Alec?
What's that, Richard?
Was his name Alec?
No, his name wasn't Alec.
seemed like a nice guy. I'll give him that. He was very nice.
How old was he?
I don't know, maybe late 30s, early 40s.
Oh, you made him sound like an old guy. You made him sound like he was an old guy or something.
All right.
No, I think he was one of the new shooters, and in fact, I can almost guarantee he was one of the new shooters that bought up all the ammo.
Daniel says at Night Strike, you see the
He was talking
NIH
about buying,
admitted
like-
yesterday they funded gain of function with COVID. I did not see that. Daniel says he doesn't eat onions. Well, there you go. Daniel says, laugh out loud. I thought he was saying, do you have any experience with the gays? No, I don't think that's what he was saying. Would have been funny, though. Would have been funny.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
There's some news I found out because I've just watched another channel which has been on there. Hornady, because they've got a government contract for ammunition to supply the government, their government are telling them that all their employees, because they've got over 100, have to be all vaccinated.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
It was just on Hank's channel. Yeah. Yeah, it's like ammunition company. Well, if you're supplying the government, you've got a government contract. They're now telling you that if you've got over 100 employees, they all have to be vaccinated by a certain date as well. But this is the thing: if you get vaccinated, you still get treated like dog shit. Because I had my vaccines months ago, and I still can't fly into the States. And the main reason I had them is so I could fly back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and visit Tony and whoever, and get back down to the Bahamas and sort me freaking land out and all the rest of it. You know. But, yeah.
Why won't they? I forgot why you said they wouldn't let you come even if you're vaccinated.
Well, Biden basically at the moment he's jerking off the UK because of the Brexit thing and the whole. He's not happy about Afghanistan because when it all started to go tits up over there, apparently Boris Johnson offered to send troops back and like support the Afghan government to stop the Taliban taking over the whole country. And Biden was just like, no, I don't want to do anything. And you know, all the EU countries, they're all moaning about the immigrants, but they ran away, years ago.
Years ago, they just left the United States holding the ball.
Yeah, so the UK was willing, because up until recently, I mean, we still had like the Puma helicopter force was still there and everything, moving people around. But we'd only just come back, and then we had whatever we had there, like with the embassy staff and everything. There would have been a few troops left there, and we offered to send in like a few thousand, but then if like Biden was like, no way, so then there was a big argument here about it because, well, we can't do it on our own. So then people are, well, why can't we do it on our own? You know, because this doesn't set a very good thing for the future if we get another problem like the Falklands. I mean, if we can't handle the Taliban on our own or whatever, then what are we going to do if a problem like that comes up again?
It'll be like the Middle East. It'll be like Lawrence of Arabia all over again for you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So that's the two reasons.
Lawrence did pretty good.
Because
Lawrence did better than the Taliban did.
Yeah, the flight ban was supposed to be lifted sometime in October, but every time the British government asked Biden about, well, what date are you lifting the ban? Because people are trying to book flights and everything else, and it's not just holiday makers; it's business people as well, trying to come there and spend money. And it's just like they can't get an answer out of the Biden, not just Biden, but his whole administration. You know.
Well, why? I don't understand that there are people coming into this country on airplanes. Where are they coming from?
Yeah, if you've got a green, say if you're English, right, and you've got a green card, or you've got joint nationality, so you've got a British passport and an American passport, you can fly into the States. If you haven't got either of those two, you cannot fly into the States unless
It's dual citizenship.
Yeah, unless it's a very special reason, like when the parents of that kiddie that got killed by that American woman, they flew in to speak to Congress about that ambassador's wife that killed that guy on that motorbike. They got special permission to fly into the States because they were meeting with Congress about that murder. You know, but you can't just book it as a normal. You have to get special permission from the embassy and all the rest of it.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
But yeah, but like,
so it's official. Apparently, PSA is going to start making steel cased ammunition.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Apparently, Palmetto State Armory is
The
working.
beginning and the end.
Yeah, the beginning. We get domestic production of steel case Soviet calibers set to help offset the Russian ammo ban, with hopes to fully be operational by 2023. It's when the ban goes into effect too. We're gonna make 7.62 by 39, 5.45, and 54R. We manufactured in the U.S. under our Soviet arms brand. This project is a very large construction and manufacturing project that's been going on for about a year. Our current timeline is the first steel cases rounds coming off the assembly line in 2023. Of course, the project is large and can see delays. We should be able to make up for most of the missing Russian imports. So, I mean,
And the first match will be 38 special.
I hope they can, and I hope they can make it, reasonably affordable. I'm not looking for them to do too low price or wolf prices, but I'm hoping that they can get it out there so that the market settles.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully not $20 a box or more. Hopefully not.
Wrong button. Wrong button.
Who's you that?
I at myself.
Oh,
Do me a favor and make me moderator.
let's see. For $1 million.
Right, Richard?
What we got to do?
$1 million.
Click the three dots above on the top right of my box
Oh yeah.
and make moderator.
Yeah,
It says soon. It doesn't say.
right moderator. Yeah, we have one.
You know how to do that?
I'm
Yeah,
trying, but it doesn't. The option doesn't come up.
Every time I try and move over to the box, it won't let me. It closes the box.
All mine says is send private message. It doesn't have the
it
option.
says, it's like halfway down. It says grant moderator.
Well, all right. Jump out
Wait.
and jump back in then. Because I got to end this soon.
Go. Yeah, I've got it. Right.
There you go. Hey, you figured it out. Good. Right.
Yeah. It's just every time I move the cursor, it would close the box. It's like that.
Daniel says, luckily, Night Strike has volunteered to take the jab for all his followers. No. Nope. I'm not taking the jab for anybody. Mr. FNH says, I'll join back when I get home. Bluetooth is giving him trouble staying connected to the chat. His phone is going into sleep mode. Okay. He's still listening, though. Night Strike. Daniel says, Night Strike don't show for PSA. Well, I'm not. I'm just... It's news. So I'm talking about news.
Oh, be honest, you are shilling for PSA, but it's okay.
Honestly, if I was shilling for PSA, I would be getting kickbacks from PSA. I get nothing. I have to pay for.
But you told me you were. You told me you were.
Hang on.
No, I don't. I don't get a damn cent from PSA
So hang
whatsoever.
On. So at the start of the show, were you shilling for Alec Baldwin?
No, I was not. Richard, when you jumped in, were you shilling for the Queen?
No.
Okay.
I just paid my taxes.
He was giving her shillings.
He was giving her shillings. That's what it was.
She takes the money and jerks it off.
I'd chill for Lady Diana.
Daniel says you got to keep. Daniel gives a $2 super chat.
It's already. What do you mean 9:10? It's already 9:42.
Saying you got to keep going until 9:10. No, Daniel's in Texas.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah.
That's 2 more hours.
That's another hour. That's another hour, and I don't want to do that because I want to go jump into match chat.
That's another hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They're on Central Time. Yeah.
You're on Central Time, so
it's quarter to 3. Yeah.
It's the time. The only time that matters.
I wouldn't say that.
You're an hour behind. Come on now.
You're an hour behind everybody else, George.
Hey, at least I don't live in California. Yeah, they're 3 hours behind.
George,
Yeah.
I'm gonna remind you, Congress is on Eastern Time.
Yeah, you're all behind me.
Well, that's besides.
We're 5 hours behind
That's because you're on UTC. Don't give us that.
He's already on Saturday,
Yeah, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, yep.
Still dark.
That-
We're all still alive. I guess it's.
I talked
Yeah.
to from Britain, and
From
it'd
the
be like
future.
7 in. It's like, oh yeah, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, what? And as soon as I talk to her like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like, oh yeah, it's late night already. I was like, whoa, it's just crazy.
Yep.
The different time periods, but
Yeah.
we all could chat.
I'm speaking to from the future. The Chinese haven't nuked us yet.
Yeah. Daniel says Night Strike mainly shows for hashtag Big China. No, I don't. I don't show for Big China.
Just Little China.
No. Big
On
Trouble in Little
The
China.
CCP.
Little China, you mean?
And Daniel says Night Strike. It's only like 30 minutes. This chat starts. Yeah, well, I want to go jump in his chat.
Little China, you mean Taiwan?
Yeah.
Not for long. Not for long.
No. You mean not Taiwan for long, or not? Yeah.
Taiwan.
That too. It won't be Taiwan for long. Depending on how the Chinese go. But,
They're smart. They know they got to get it done before Trump gets back in office.
Yeah.
I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. I hope he does, but
In
I don't.
2024, you don't think he'll be back?
No.
I would like him to be. Honestly.
Oh, he will. He will. Come on now. You know his ego. He's
Yeah, but what's
He's
going to
gonna-
happen if he gets voted in? What's going to happen? The other side are going to say, "Oh, Russia hacked it," or Taiwan.
The other side
so
are going to do the
what?
same
They
thing
can
they
talk.
did
They can talk
for
about it for
what-
4 years.
the last
Yeah.
4 years.
But then he can't. He can only do 4 years if he comes back, can't he?
Right.
He's already done 4 years. So then who takes over after that? That's the problem.
Whoever's elected.
I hope I die.
I think he's gonna. Who else is gonna run? Good lord. I mean,
Well, that's it. That's why he won in the first place, because they had no one.
he's got too many people asking him to run. He's gonna have to.
Yeah.
And the
If
thing is,
if he doesn't, he'll lose his little
Yeah.
his little farmer, his little sheep flock.
but it's like when he won. I mean, people couldn't work out why Hillary lost. Well, I could, because all she did is talk about making people unemployed all the time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, and
what
Biden actually did that.
Yeah, and Biden did that, but this time because of the coronavirus, I mean, that's why Biden won, because people believe the bullshit. They were going to get $2,000, and he had a plan. Well, he got his only plan was, start wearing 2 or 3 fucking masks.
Richard, she lost because she took for granted that she was going to win.
Yeah, well, that's the other problem as well.
Because she was in line. She was in line for the
well, that's what she thought. She thought it was like the royal family, where she's just going to get it anyway.
right, and she took it for granted. Didn't even do any campaigning to speak of.
Because like people go on about like the Hillary death count or whatever, the Clinton death count, but that doesn't really get taken seriously by a lot of
And
people.
Daniel, yes, I do acknowledge Taiwan as a country, but not for long. Depending on how the communists in mainland China are doing things, they're trying to take Taiwan over now.
They're going to keep testing Biden to see what he would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't mind to visit Taiwan before they blow it up, because it does look quite nice, some of it. But it's expensive to get there for me.
Yeah. So, if they rigged it when he was in office, you think they're going to let him win when a Dem is in office? No chance. Yeah. Well, I don't think.
That's not how elections work.
That's not how elections work. And 2, I don't think Biden has a snowball's chance in hell for a re-election.
No.
Nope.
No,
I think
Biden.
After
think
this
his own people
Afghanistan
in-
issue, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
this,
Well,
this one's going to haunt him.
the whole Corona thing and Afghanistan, because he came in on a lie that
No,
like-
the pipeline killing
Yeah,
a million jobs,
Yeah.
the Afghanistan, and the COVID situation. It's going to follow him for the rest of his career. What little career he's got.
Well, I was going to say, there's not much
fucking-
life left in that guy.
No, there's not, and there's not many brain cells left in that brain either. So
That's kind of what I meant.
uh,
I think he's only done it because to get money for the rest of his family. Because
Do you think that Trump will run again?
I hope.
Yeah, 2024.
I hope he does.
Somebody was saying there was a guy that was like analyzing the thing, the political thing, and they were saying that he could see Trump running again getting reelected, and then trying to bring all that bullshit back. All the stuff that he was doing and stuff that everybody gets all mad about and stuff. That they can't stand Trump, and it just starts going nuts from there. I said, well, I don't know.
You mean like the first time he was elected?
You mean like the first time he was elected?
Yeah, like the first time he was elected.
You survived that.
So honestly, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
Well, at least we don't have to worry about Beto O'Rourke.
yeah,
Uncle Beto.
well, he shot himself in the foot when he said, "Hell yes, we'll ban your AR-15s and we'll ban your AK-47s too." And all I have to say is, hell yes, that's gonna follow you for the rest of your life, and it's gonna be the skeleton in your closet too.
That's right. That just
that right there.
You all needed a reason.
Any political aspiration he had.
Yeah, and I think that he thought that maybe saying that was going to support him big time. Like people are going to support him and stuff, and he did it because a lot of people that own guns said, "Hell no, that's not going to happen."
Mm-hmm. Hell no, I ain't giving up my shit because you're crazy.
But
but
I'm not getting rid of my super soaker.
no, can't have my super soaker. You can't have my AR-15 either.
Daniel doesn't think things can get any more nuts. I think they can easily get more nuts. So.
Okay, yeah. You want to, Daniel? Why don't I throw a scare scenario for you? Things can get more nuts. Here's how: Biden either gets assassinated or dies of a heart attack. Kamala becomes president. There you go. Things will get more nuts then.
Oh
because
man,
that lady is crazier than a bag of cats on the beach.
I don't think she knows how to be that. Honestly, she's on the party train or something. What is she even doing? I mean, honestly,
I don't know what the heck she's doing because you never really hear about her. You say she's gonna visit the border. Oh, okay, and nothing happened. She's gonna visit the border. Oh, nothing happened. And then she finally goes, and what is she doing? She ain't doing anything.
Daniel says, I think we should get a Rand Paul DeSantis ticket with Trump as Secretary of State. That would be interesting.
Trump wouldn't do that. Trump's not going to take anything but the top chair, baby.
Yeah, he won't take anything but the top. He's not going to.
Now that he had a taste of being president, he got to accept anything else other than that.
Well, no. After he can't run for president anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
After he can't run for president. He could, if he liked the administration and the people in the administration well enough, he might consider a job. A job like that. That's only after he becomes president.
His ego is he won't take anything but the presidency, and he won't do anything after that except be an ex-president. He's not going to take some weirdo Department of State job. He's just not going to. Yeah, what's he going to do? Become the ambassador
Secretary of Defense.
Ambassador to Afghanistan or something.
That'd be perfect. That would be perfect.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I
think Biden's family should be sent over there to be the ambassador of Afghanistan. Same as Chelsea Clinton should be the ambassador to Libya.
No, I think Biden's family should be the ambassadors to Ukraine.
No.
Oh wait, no, I think they tried that already.
There's somebody missing. Where's Warsaw?
Ambassador to Taiwan, and then you get them in there, but just before they nuke the place. That's what you want to do.
Yeah. Daniel says that ain't gonna happen. She polls worse than Biden. She'd be removed, and we'd get Queen Pelosi. I'll be honest. I'd rather have drunk Pelosi at the wheel than Biden asleep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pelosi can't have that many years left, unless she's not young, is she? Same as Chuck Schumer, he's looking real rough at the moment.
Yeah. Honestly, Pelosi's is drunk half the time. I don't think she knows where she is.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So
she has to have her aide, guide her around.
Yeah.
She can get lost in her own office. Like, where am I? You're in your office, man.
My office.
See, that's why your name's on your nameplate is on the desk.
Yeah.
You know where you at.
Yeah.
I can just
All right.
imagine being a
All right, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go use the restroom and chill, and I'll probably jump into match chat. But with that, I think we're done this evening. I've got nothing else to talk about, and I don't want to drag my illustrious panel through the mud. So, guys, thank you.
There's a good-looking girl in a bikini in the mud with us.
Yeah, I can't promise that.
Let's do it.
So thanks, guys, for jumping in and hanging out with me. Thanks for making the conversation completely off the walls. We went from Alec Baldwin getting murder charges to the Vidalia onions.
The Vidalia onions. And I wanted to talk about aliens because Warsaw wasn't here.
We only talk about aliens when he's here.
You have to do that when he's here.
Well, Polish aliens.
Polish aliens.
Are they like the Polish Taliban?
No, we don't talk about them. We don't talk about Polish ISIS. Or is it Polish ISIS K now? I don't know what it's called.
ISIS P, that is.
ISIS P. There we go.
ISIS Poland.
Oh man,
ISIS Pole.
ISIS Pole.
There you go. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Take care, guys.
See you guys.
We'll be back on Tuesday for Hit or Miss.
Hit or Miss, Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
8
Shut
o'clock
up being
Central.
Fringe.
Shut up being French.
Adios, Felicia. Te amo.
Adios, Felicia. Te amo mucho. Ciao. I'll be the same.
Wait.
Disfrutas comida.
Vaya con Dios, mi amigos.
Mi amigos, adios con Dios. Adios, mi amigos.
It's almost time to start singing. Please cut my pot. Please cut my pot.
Almost. It's almost
Christmas time.
It's almost.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I
I don't remember the rest of the lyrics either.